Hello and a warm welcome to Africa Thinks. Today we'll be looking at the Tonse Alliance, a big coalition of political parties in Zambia seeking to wrestle power from the governing United Party for National Development, or UPND, led by President Hakainde Hichilema. But I have with me here Chris Zumani, who is the Secretary General of the Tonse Alliance, seen as one of the most formidable opposition coalition in Zambia at the moment. How are you doing, Chris?
Thank you so much to be on this platform, my friend and brother, Mr. Peter. And we are fine here in Zambia by God's grace. How are you that side?
We are doing well. We are doing well. So let me ask you first, how is the Tonse Alliance? How strong is the Tonse Alliance at this moment?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that question. Number one is that the Tonse Alliance is the only political outfit that was left behind by the former president, Dr. Edgar Chagwa. As you may be aware, it was launched on the 7th September 2024 by Dr. Edgar Chagwa himself. So it is an alliance that was designed as an alternative platform for Dr. Edgar Chagwa to use for 2026 this year for presidential and general elections. He was the founding chairman as well as the founding presidential candidate. Following his demise and death last year in South Africa in June, may he so rest in peace, the Tonse Alliance has managed to soldier on. This year in January, we had our first Tonse Alliance General Congress, where the official successor and the presidential candidate for 2026, the one succeeding from the late president of Edgar Chagwa, was democratically elected by the General Congress of the Tonse Alliance in last month in January, and that is Honorable Brian Mundubile from the PF party. He's a member of parliament on the PF party from Polokoso. He is the leader of the PF members of parliament at parliament in terms of overall leadership. In the Tonse Alliance, he was appointed by Dr. Edgar Chagwa as the Tonse Alliance Parliamentary National Chairperson. So last month, he was elected as the president and presidential candidate of the Tonse Alliance, where he scoped that position after contesting with Professor Dan Pule, who is also a member of the Tonse Alliance. So we are a formidable alliance in Zambia going into the August 2026 presidential and general elections, given that we are the only alliance and the opposition front with a presidential candidate who has been duly elected. That's number one. Number two is that Tonse Alliance, as we speak, is the largest opposition alliance in Zambia. We have 11 political parties that have come together to rally behind one candidate, and that is President Brian Mundubile under the Tonse Alliance. And we have 12 civil society organizations that are also supporting and rallying behind Honorable Brian Mundubile. So in total, the alliance has got a membership of more than 24 political organizations rallying around one man, and that is Honorable Brian Mundubile. So we are good to go. We are set for 2026 August presidential and the general elections. And we have a formidable candidate, and we have a formidable alliance, and we have a formidable team.
Now, Chris, let me ask you this, because recently we heard reports that there appear to be fissures or structures in the Tonse Alliance. We heard reports that PEP, one of the opposition parties, has decided to leave. And others are saying, although you are presenting to the people of Zambia a united front, there seem to be deep divisions, which will undermine the potential potency of elections, of even threatening the dominance of the UPND in the coming general election, particularly the presidential vote. And that despite you coming forward to say that, oh, well, we are strong, we are doing that, it's still weak and unable to have the structures on the ground to rally around Mundubile for the presidency. What say you?
Thank you so much. So as you may be aware, Tonse Alliance is a growing movement, political movement. We do recognize that politically the challenges are inevitable, just like any other political organization. As you may be aware, the UPND, the ruling party, is also an alliance. It is called the UPND Alliance. This alliance, despite being the ruling party, has suffered some members, alliance members, withdrawing from it. We do have NDC, that was part of the UPND ruling party alliance member. They withdrew from the UPND alliance, a ruling party. There are other organizations such as NAREP that have withdrawn from the UPND alliance. So you must understand that it is not a standalone event that one or two members may withdraw from the Tonse alliance. Neither should we take it as a major setback, given the fact that one may withdraw today, but if you look for the past 2 months, from last month to date, after the General Congress, and when President Honorable Munville was elected, we have been joined by more than 7 political organizations. So in as much as we are aware that one or two of our members may disagree and consequently maybe withdraw for different reasons, which we do respect, because it's their democratic right to choose their freedom of association, what is motivating us? What is giving us courage and confidence going into the August presidential general election is the fact that the political momentum around Tonse Alliance and President Brian Munduwire is growing each week, each month. We have more members joining us today than before. This month alone, we have received more than 5 applications. Tomorrow, being a Friday, we'll be jubilating here in Zambia's Tonse Alliance under President Brian Munduwire, as one of the major political organizations is coming on board to join with its structures at provincial level, district level, and constituency level countrywide. So, yes, we do recognize that one or two members at any stage may withdraw, which is provided for in the Constitution. But I can assure you, there are more stakeholders, more political organizations, more politicians, and more stakeholders coming on board to join Tonse Alliance and to politically endorse our presidential flag bearer and candidate, that is Honorable Brian Munduwire.
But Chris, let me ask you this. Chris, let me ask you this. You talked about a swathe of political parties or a plethora of political parties joining, but some of your critics are saying these are briefcases parties. They don't have structures on the ground, and that the Tonse Alliance doesn't have a widespread of ground-truth support across Zambia, and that you are just making noise, they said, in Lusaka, and that is all it is. How do you respond to them?
No, that is misplaced. That's unfounded, and to some extent that is politically malicious. I want to put on record that Tonse Alliance, Honorable Brian Munduwire himself, has been endorsed by more than 45 members of parliament. More than 45 members of parliament, coming from different districts and constituencies. As you may be aware, members of parliament are the political stakeholders, are the political custodians of constituencies. So already he is the only presidential candidate with the backing of the largest number of opposition MPs in parliament as we speak. And these parliamentarians are coming from different structures across the country. They hold wards and constituencies under them. They hold districts under them. So we are not talking about fiction. Our presidential candidate is grounded in terms of endorsement and support from across the structures, starting from the fellow members of parliament or peer members of parliament. Number 2, as we speak today, Tonse Alliance and President Brian Munduwire is the only candidate who has been endorsed by the PF structures. I'm talking about the former ruling party, PF structures, in Eastern Province, South in the Muchinga Province, Luapula, Northern, Copper Belt, Lusaka, Western. Almost out of the 10 provinces, he has been officially been endorsed by 9. We are only remaining with the last one now, which is going to be the Northwestern Province. But part of some of the districts in Northwestern Province, they have already endorsed him. So we know that we do have some of our critics, we do have some of our political rivals and competitors who may want to sabotage and undermine what we do. But the fact is, the political momentum under President Brian Munduwire and Tonse Alliance is real. Go on social media every day. We have an outbreak of political endorsements of Brian Munduwire. We have an outbreak of political endorsement of Tonse Alliance. Go on any platform in Zambia, be it Facebook, be it WhatsApp. It's happening. It's raining politically heavy to endorse Brian Munduwire and Tonse Alliance across all the 10 provinces. So we know that what we are talking about here is not fiction. Others, yes, may undermine that. Others are political, briefcase political parties, as you have indicated. But what we have done as Tonse Alliance, we are embracing political giants as well as political, small players. Tonse is a Nyanja way, which means everyone, regardless of your political size, regardless of your political status, regardless of your political influence and experience. In Tonse Alliance, meaning everyone, we will come and respect each and every stakeholder. So among our members, we have got organizations, political organizations that are big, with the structures at provincial and national levels. We also have those that are small, with the structures that are just within Osaka, and maybe, as you have indicated, others only have offices, but they are registered political organizations with some smaller number of followers. But to us, we treasure them. We treasure them because in a democracy, every vote counts. And for us in August, we want every vote to count for Tonse Alliance and to count for President Brian Mundu.
Now talking about endorsement, you said 45 parliamentarians have endorsed him.
Yes.
However, some of his critics are saying if he has the support of opposition parliamentarians in parliament, why was his effort to derail or to boycott the Bill 7 in parliament failed? Because they said the president or the UPND dribbled him, and that if he cannot marshal forces to oppose Bill 7 in parliament, then why should the people of Zambia trust Mundibile to become the next president, they argue. How do you respond to such criticisms?
Thank you. So, the issue of Bill 7 is that, number one, we need to put it on record that President Brian Mundibile and the few MPs that stood with him at the last hour to denounce and oppose Bill 7 remain the only true champions of democracy today as we speak in Zambia. He managed to mobilize a political army of the opposition MPs beyond 45. And they went publicly to write to traditional leaders and church leaders that they are going to oppose Bill 7. So it is on record that he succeeded to mobilize them. They had the media briefings, they had the public engagements where they denounced, and they even signed letters, petitions, collectively, beyond 45 MPs. What happened in Parliament is beyond him. It is now the decision of individual members of Parliament who backed off, for whatever reasons, to betray the Zambian people. But he still managed to emerge with more than 20 MPs standing with him opposing Bill 7, and they never compromised. So to us, we still see him as a success story. We still see him as a political hero because it is on record. Go to the Catholic Church, go to the Evangelical Church. They will tell you that Brian Mundibile is the only political leader at parliamentary level who managed to mobilize fellow MPs to bring on table signed petitions to oppose Bill 7. But in terms of the voting, which was secret, it was beyond him. That's what I would say. So for us, we still see him as a legend politically. We still see him as a political leader of force. I want you to note that the accusations that some of those members of parliament were bought with the resources, money. But for him to stand with the more than 20 MPs to decline and refuse to get whatever inducement was on the table, to us is still a gesture of nobility. It is a gesture of somebody who is a political legend and a patriot. And it is that character, it is that political integrity, it is that political stature of patriotism that we bring on the table as Tonse Alliance under President Brian Mundibile. That's where the Zambian people need to put their vote in August. A man of such integrity and political posture is a man to trust with the affairs of running the nation. So to us, still he has proven. We do not regret for him opposing Bill 7. We do not regret for him mobilizing more than 20 MPs successfully to oppose and denounce Bill 7. Even if it went through, it is on integrity, it is on record that this is the man of integrity, this is a patriot. Politically, the Zambians can kiss and endorse and entrust to run the nation amidst a lot of challenges.
So let me ask you this, Chris. What do you think makes the Tonse Alliance attractive for Zambians to repose confidence in, to choose your leader, Brian Mundibile, as the next president? Do you think it is attracting the youth that the party will need, and subsequently Brian Mundibile will need to rally around the people of Zambia in the coming elections in August?
Yes. Yeah. So the attraction around Tonse Alliance has multiple fronts and multiple faces. Number one is that this is the political platform that was established and left behind by the former president, Dr. Edgar Chagwa. So the Tonse Alliance as a political platform is a political legacy of ECL. One of the most celebrated and the most appreciated former presidents in Zambia because of what he delivered when he was in office. That's number one. That in itself makes Tonse Alliance one of the key political attraction to the Zambian people. Number two is that the Tonse Alliance under President Brad Mundubile brings to the table a One Zambia, One Nation political organization. So the Tonse Alliance is not a composition of a regional political grouping. It is not an organization that is representing one or two provinces. It is the only alliance today as we speak, whose leadership comes from all the 10 provinces. So the Tonse Alliance kills tribalism and regionalism. This is one of the most controversial and the most injurious political vice in Zambian politics today. Tribalism and regionalism. Tonse Alliance, by its configuration, by its leadership, positioning, and by its membership, it brings to the table political party leaders from all the 10 provinces, thereby attracting everyone. Be it an Easterner, they feel comfortable because in Tonse Alliance, there are names and faces of Easterners. Be it from Western Province, be it from Northwestern Province, Southern Province, Copper Belt Province, Lusaka, Northern Mchinga. So the leadership in Tonse Alliance is structured in a way that it brings to the table one Zambia, one nation, thereby diluting and killing tribalism and regionalism. So many Zambians today, they feel very comfortable to rally around President Brand Mundubile because he represents a united Zambia, where each Zambian matter regardless of your region and regardless of your tribe. The other point is that the Tonse Alliance has brought together different political organizations, some led by younger people. So within Tonse Alliance, we have got student pressure groups. We have got NGOs run by youth leaders. That in itself is a front that is attracting a lot of younger people around it. In Tonse Alliance, we have got political organizations such as NET, led by women. So a lot of also stakeholders, they see Tonse Alliance as an alliance that is bringing together different stakeholders, be it the women, be it the youth, be it players from different regions and tribes. They are coming under one roof and under one leader. It is the political organization, only political organizations as we speak today, that has got that face of one Zambia, one nation. So the levels of trust among Zambians as a better alternative is very high. Because a lot of Zambians today, they want an organization that can bring together different regions, tribes, as well as different sectors. In Tonse Alliance, we have got some of members which are faith-based organizations. Today, Tonse Alliance is the only political alliance that has got members who are coming from the background of faith, as well as the religious organizations. That in itself attracts Christians. That in itself attracts the people who believe in God. So as the term implies that Tonse, meaning everyone, it is indeed Tonse and everyone feels comfortable around it. So to me, I think that could also be some of the key reasons why people are comfortable. But the last point is that Tonse Alliance, as leaders who have experience in government, as well as leaders who are coming for the first time, is a combination of the people who have been in government at the top of government as cabinet ministers, as permanent secretaries, as even political advisors such as myself, because I was a political advisor to President Edgar Chagwa anyway. But it also brings to the table other politicians who are coming on the table for the very first time. So it's a combination of those with experience and those without experience, but they have got good brains, good ideas, and vision coming together. That in itself also gives many Zambians a lot of comfortability as well as confidence as an alternative to the UPND. So I think there are many reasons as to why Tonse Alliance has more political potence and indeed importance in Zambian politics today.
All right. So, Chris, before we go, what is the Tonse Alliance's message to the people of Zambia in the run-up to the coming general election in August?
Thank you. So the Tonse Alliance's message is multiple. Number one is that we are presenting the Zambian people an experienced presidential candidate. A presidential candidate with political integrity and a presidential candidate with political vision and focus. President Brian Mundubile is not a new name in Zambian politics. This is the man who has proven it. The Bill 7 defense, and the position on Bill 7, how he denounced it, how he stood against it, and how he managed to mobilize other parliamentarians to fight Bill 7 is an indication of his political integrity and his political consistency, and the reason why the Zambian people must trust him going into August 2026. Number two is that Tonse Alliance brings to the table a diversity of political leaders from different fronts, from different political parties, from different experiences, from different political backgrounds and strength. That in itself should make the Zambians feel comfortable to support and vote Tonse Alliance. Number three is that Tonse Alliance brings to the table the one Zambia, one nation. President Brian Mundubile has made it very clear that the Tonse Alliance is like a government of national unity. It's a government in waiting that will bring Zambians from all the 10 provinces under one table, under one leader, where each province will see themselves at cabinet level, each province will see themselves at the PS level, each province will see themselves at the center of national governance. So President Brian Mundubile, the Tonse Alliance, is bringing together national unity as well as national political healing and reconciliation. The other point is that President Brian Mundubile and Tonse Alliance comes to the table as an alternative to the UPND that has failed. The UPND government and President H. They have failed in the energy sector. They have failed in the agriculture sector. They have failed in the mining sector. They have failed in many sectors and areas. I can assure you that the many promises UPND and President H. made in 2021 have not been delivered. For example, they had said it that when they formed government, the price of milling will reduce from 1990 kwacha over 120 kwacha to 50 kwacha. Today, the price of minimum is above 280 and in some places more than 300 kwacha. As we speak, the price of fuel in Zambia is above 28. In some places, it changes every month. In some cases, it goes above 20 kwacha. When they were in the opposition in 2021, President H. promised that he's going to bring the price of fuel to from 17 kwacha, where President Lungu and the PF left it, to a single digit of 8 or 7 kwacha. As we speak, that the price of fuel has doubled. That is a failure that is obvious and seen everywhere. In terms of the agriculture sector with regard to the distribution of fertilizer, it's a disaster countrywide. Today, it is the very first time as we speak that the UPND government even failed to pay farmers in as far as December as well as January this year. The very farmers who supplied the maize last year, as far back as last month in January, we had the farmers fighting on queues or in banks trying to get money, which from the maize they gave government more than 8 months ago. That in itself is it is a crisis. It's a betrayal to the farmers. That promise that they are going to improve the farming sector, but indeed they are wasting. So we do not see a reason why any Zambians would vote for UPND and President H. Therefore, Tonse Alliance come to the table with a better alternative in terms of leadership and the better policies and a better manifesto, and with a leader that has already been endorsed, and a leader that has experience, and a leader that has shown commitment and integrity as well as patriotism. So Brian Mundubile for us is the president we are presenting in August. And we know and believe that many Zambian stakeholders across the country, they were rallying behind Brian Mundubile and Tonse Alliance. And that is a political redemption we are promising today, because of a leader with better solutions, better policies, and a better team. That is well balanced in terms of regions, tribes, and the professionalism as well as experience. That's our message.
Thank you very much, Chris Zumani, for speaking with us here on Africa Things. We wish you and the Tonse Alliance the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.